The Denver Broncos drafted Luke Wattenberg. He is 6'4", 330 plus pounds, center slash guard from Washington, the University of Washington. And I think this guy's projected more as a guard than a center, but I believe if you put him at center and you develop him, I think that he could be a better center than Lloyd Cushenberry, and that's not saying much. Luke Wattenberg was one of my favorite players coming into this year's draft. I had a 4th round grade on him. The reason I say that is because, number one, I will talk about his strengths, and then I'll get into his weaknesses. So his strengths are he is a great pulling offensive lineman. So if you want to run stretch plays with Javonte Williams or Melvin Gordon or Mike Boone, his ability to be able to get to the second level when you're running stretch plays, if you're running pulling guard plays when you're going to pull the offensive lineman, he can excel at that. Number two, his lower body movement in terms of his feet, in terms of him chopping his feet, also in terms of his hip fluidity when he's able to make up ground is very good. Also, I think his pad level and his hand work when he's going against certain defensive tackles is very good. I think that when it comes to the center position for him, he's going to need better. He needs to get better at, number one, getting better with leverage. Because a problem I did have with Luke Wattenberg is when he was going against athletic defensive tackles in the Pac-12, he would struggle at that due to the fact that he wasn't able to make up ground because sometimes he can become a stiff player. But again, that I believe that can be developed out of him. So the Denver Broncos take Luke Wattenberg. There's a lot I like about this kid. I like him. I think he's a very damn good player. He was a very good player for the Washington Huskies. He started 48 games straight in the years that he was there for the Washington Huskies. So I think this is a very good pick. I would love to see him take over for Lloyd Cushenberry at center. Reminds me a little bit of Quinton Miners, but Quinton Miners had more athletic prowess to his game and had more bulk to his game. But if you want to start Luke Wattenberg at center, I wouldn't hesitate to do that. I would do that in an instance. So here's a little bit of film on him. He's number 76. His ability to read and react on this pulling, see how he reacts right there on 18. Very good play from him. How he's able to pull and then drive him down there. Great play by Luke Wattenberg. He does get pushed back there a little bit, but his ability to finish was pretty good. And his ability to pull right here is one of the best in the draft. The weaknesses for Luke Wattenberg is, number one, when he's going against athletic defensive tackles, he does struggle with that. When he's going against more bigger physical defensive tackles, he does get pushed back to some degree. And number three, I think a big part on why he fell to the fifth round is because I think his ability to, in pass protection especially, when he gets beat, he gets beat. And that's going to be an issue for the Denver Broncos when they're going in pass pro situations. He needs to get better in his pass protection. I think he's an excellent run blocker. And you see the three-point stance here. So he's going straight up against the nose tackle in a one-tech. And again, I love this pick for the Denver Broncos because there's a lot of aspects I like about Luke Wattenberg, but I can understand why people aren't as high on this pick as I am. So here he is right here. Luke Wattenberg right here. His ability, and see right here, pass pro. See how he's able to get under the pad level and just hold him. Very good play by Luke Wattenberg. You'll see the play right here. How he's able to get under those shoulder pads. Able to use his feet, chop, chop, chop. Keep the quarterback alive there. And I said coming into this draft, you need to get a better player than Lloyd Cushenberry. And I think Luke Wattenberg is that player. I love this player a lot. There's a lot of weaknesses to his game that can be refined. But I think if proper development is taking place, this guy could be a future center, and you can have a starting lineup of very good players on the interior.